For those who keep hearing about Game of Thrones but haven't watched it and are maybe thinking of getting into it but don't want to commit to watching all of the previous seasons, here's a quick summary of what's going on the show right now. I thought about summarizing everything that has happened so far, but I couldn't think of a non-boring, non-overly complicated way of doing that. So this summary focuses on what is most important to know as of Season 7. Game of Thrones takes place in a world with two main continents, Westeros in the west and Essos in the east. Westeros is ruled by Queen Cersei, who is evil and spiteful and really doesn't give a shit about her subjects at all. In fact, she harbors a grudge against them. The most powerful person on Essos is Daenerys Targaryen. Her father used to be the king of Westeros, but he was insane and was deposed by Cersei's late husband Robert. Daenerys, however, is a lot more compassionate than her father was and has spent the last several years conquering various slave-owning cities and freeing their slaves. She has a cavalry of 40,000 men as well as the loyalty of thousands of former slaves. Most importantly, she has 3 dragons. She wishes to reconquer Westeros and take it back from the evil Queen Cersei. While Cersei claims sovereignty over all the 7 kingdoms of Westeros, one kingdom has become fed up with her shit, declared independence, and named their own king. This kingdom is referred to simply as the North, and the king in the North is a man named Jon Snow. The people of the North wish to depose Cersei, but Jon Snow understands that they have a bigger problem. At the edge of the North is a magical wall of ice built to keep out ice monsters called White Walkers who can raise people from the dead and form an army of zombies. The White Walkers, however, haven't been seen in thousands of years, and most people now seem to believe that they are mythical. Jon, however, has been far north of the wall and has seen them for himself. There are also several tribespeople called wildlings who live north of the wall who have also seen them, and have been fighting to get south of the wall to escape them. In fact, because the White Walkers are largely considered mythical, the wall is only manned for the purpose of keeping wildlings out of the 7 kingdoms. So the big problem that the whole world has is that the White Walkers are finally heading south with a giant zombie army, and Cersei and Daenerys have begun to go to war with each other, and Jon needs to convince them to put aside their differences so they can focus on fighting the zombie army that aims to kill everyone. Jon Snow has managed to convince Daenerys that they're a real threat, and Cersei may also be convinced, but Cersei is so embittered and hates the people of Westeros so much that she is secretly scheming to undermine the effort to stop the White Walkers. She wants them to kill everyone in the rebellious North, and she doesn't much care about the danger they pose to everyone else. And there's a few more important things. Jon Snow and Daenerys are related. Jon is Daenerys' nephew. Neither of them know this yet because Jon's mother and uncle hid his identity for his own protection. He would have been killed as a child if people knew that he was the grandson of Daenerys' crazy father. Jon Snow's brother, who's really his cousin, gained psychic powers while hiding north of the wall, so he knows about this, but hasn't gotten word to Jon about it yet. Jon was raised to believe that he was a bastard, but he knows neither that his father is Daenerys' brother, nor that his mother was married to him. He is, unbeknownst to him and most other people, the legitimate heir to the throne now occupied by Cersei.